guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing great. I send you guys much love and light. So this is a love reading and this is for October and it's for all of my water signs. So Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Let's take a look and see what is coming your way in October for your love life. What do we need to know? Let's see what messages we receive from Spirit. All right, you guys, and if you also are cross-watching, you might have this moon or rising. Thank you for being here with me. Before I begin your reading, just want to take a moment to invite the white light of Spirit. Okay, all my beautiful water signs, let's see what is coming in for October in your love life. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Taurus energy is coming through. You guys might have that moon or rising. Maybe you have a Taurus on your mind. Or maybe you're a Taurus cross-watching. All of that energy is here. Overall, I see a lot of success coming to you guys. And the ability to have something very stable, like very traditional, very serious, whatever that looks like to you. There's a lot of energy here of marriage, holy matrimony, and feeling like you have to make a decision for you, not worrying about what anyone else has to say or what anyone else thinks about the decisions that you make. Because I can see where some of you have this ability to always like remember the worst things. Do you know what I mean? I see where some of you let your mind wander to this place and you start to think of what was said to you that hurt you. Maybe you've had someone against your connection. Maybe you've had someone interfere. Maybe they just feel like, or maybe even you worry about what others think, especially if you're opposite from this person. Because I see where you're alike in so many ways, but different in other ways as well. It's like feeling like you belong together. But I know where one of you in this connection feels like the other one just has so much more to offer. But what's important for you to know is that things are going to work out. It is going to be successful. And I'm so happy to see that there's this energy coming in for you guys of being able to even forgive. Maybe there's something that you're being really hard on yourself about that you need to forgive. Maybe there's someone around you that's just made you feel judged, not accepted. The energy is beautiful that's coming in. Someone learning how to deal with their thoughts, their emotions. Even someone who has a very anxious energy, that's gonna start to improve. So maybe there's just like worry that's been around you lately. It's really important for you to know that you are gonna feel a relief. A relief is coming in for you. Success is coming in. Overall, that is the energy. So it's like no matter what you try, you won't make a wrong move. You won't make a wrong choice. You may be surprised to see how, like when you look back, how things had to align a certain way. So just know that you have a lot of guidance around you. Follow your intuition because it won't steer you wrong. You have to really choose to do what you feel is best for you in the month ahead. All right, you guys. If you've been wanting someone to be more generous with you, or maybe someone's wanting you to be more generous with them, I see I see someone making a choice to devote themselves more. Some of you might even reach another phase in your connection, you know, going from like dating to something more serious like an engagement, going from engaged to married, going from living apart to sharing a home together. So you have like these milestones that are coming in. I just see where for some of you, it's either your own thoughts about it. A big part of it is your own thoughts about what others think and what others have to say. Because I can see where some of you have this tendency to let your thoughts get the best of you. Maybe you become superstitious. Maybe you become too worried. There's a lot of overthinking here that someone does. That's the bottom line. And the beautiful thing is like that energy is turning around where they're not going to overthink so much and they're just gonna, they might take baby steps, but it is heading towards the direction of something very stable and this energy of devotion. So if you guys have felt like you want someone to be more devoted to you, I see that coming in. And for those of you that are on the other end and have been like hesitant, not knowing what to do, take a chance, make that move, take the next step. Because once you do that, you have something that is set up to be incredibly successful, happy. You're going to be in this energy where you feel very celebratory, feeling like you did the right thing. And you're going to see how when you just stop fighting it, how much relief will come to you. All right, that's the big thing that's coming in for October. Is someone is gonna stop fighting, taking that step forward with all of this resistance that I can see here over and over and over. Finally, they're gonna break free from the chains that they bind themselves with. And they're gonna step forward. And when they do, they're gonna see that they made the right move. So taking that chance is the right thing to do. That is the message from Spirit. Whether it's like an investment, whether it's moving things along in the connection, you have success. No, it's like no matter what you do, you're gonna make the right choice. There's like fortune, success, luck, all of that positivity is around you guys. And certainly, since this is a love reading, devotion is here. Some of you are gonna get a marriage proposal. Or it's just like taking the next step in the right direction. Moving in together. Because I see the two of you looking at each other, seeing eye to eye, and giving as much as you feel you can. There's this person though, one of you in this connection just focuses so much on what you feel you lack. What you feel like, no, I need more time. I still need to do this. I still need to do that. I'm very happy to see that energy is going to get washed away in the month ahead. And it's just like cutting through all of the thoughts in their mind and taking a step forward. Because it's so beautiful to see, because it's a couple in a strange way. It's a couple in a strange way because that's the Page of Pentacles, that's a Queen of Pentacles, but they're facing each other both with an offer. I know where one of you in this connection just feels like you don't have as much to offer as the other one. But then you have the other person who is just, their heart is wide open. They're so devoted. This is someone who's truly very sweet and beautiful on the inside as well as the outside. And they'll take whatever it is that their person wants to give to them because they realize the potential, and they would never look at this person the way that they look at themselves. They think that they don't lack anything and that they're perfect just the way they are, and they're perfect with everything that they have going on right now. So if that is your energy and you feel like you're lacking, it's really important for you to know that your person just sees so much within you that maybe you don't even see within yourself. It's a beautiful message. Some of you might even be with a younger man. Some of you might be with an older woman. because that energy is here. But certainly you are right for each other. Some of you watching this might even just have a crush on someone who's different from you, but you feel like belongs to you. I can see where you might even muster up the courage to take a step forward and maybe even pursue this person. Just know that when you do, you're set up for success. Because you might be judging yourself way too harshly, and this person doesn't even see any of that you see within yourself. Like the negativity, they don't see that within you. They might even be here waiting for you to approach them, waiting for you to give them a sign that this is what you want, that you want to move things forward with them, that you want something with them. There's so much devotion that's here. I see a progression coming in for you all. Because, it's like a page to a queen. It's a progression, taking the next step, moving forward. And success is coming in for you guys. Let's look at this Hierophant. There's this energy of someone here who was not ready to settle down. They weren't. They were still like always in the back of their mind wondering, like, is this the right connection? Kind of always wondering and always thinking about, well, if I settle, what if I make the wrong choice? What if this is not the right person for me? I see a huge switch in the energy coming in for you guys, where someone who was still like not letting their mind settle, but even like the choices that they made as far as devotion, there's a huge turnaround in the energy of someone who was maybe even like playing the field. Hopefully they weren't doing that and hurting you at the same time. Hopefully this was just something that was understood between the two of you, that they weren't looking for like an exclusive relationship. I hope that's the case. I hope that they weren't like off being a player or something. But what's important for you to know about for some of you, yes, I know that they might have been. But what's important for you to know is that there's like a huge shift in someone who like wasn't ready to settle down, who is now ready to settle down. Because it's like their mind is finally settling down. I wonder if this person literally struggles with anxiety, with the way that they overthink and the way that they're so hard on themselves and the way that they feel like they're lacking, yet their person looks at them, or like this significant other looks at them like they don't lack anything. That's really important for someone to know, to kind of get out of their own head, or at least try to work on healing and forgiving themselves, and try to work on not focusing so much on what has happened before. Maybe this person was in this energy of not wanting to settle down because maybe they had an experience with someone who cheated on them, or didn't take them seriously, made them feel taken for granted, made them feel small. Some of you have stuck with this person even though they didn't always give you the commitment that you wanted. And that's a beautiful thing, because I think that all along you felt like they were right for you. And what's really important for you to know is like this huge shift is coming in from someone who maybe was running to now settling, especially for those of you that felt like you were always chasing this person. They're settling. They're not going to run anymore. They're like giving in to the devotion that they feel. Page of Cups. I mean, when I talk about the devotion that they feel, look at this Ace of Cups coming through. The initial M is here. That might be important to you guys, and certainly a flood of emotion. Not everyone can handle that, and that's where it gets tricky, because if someone is in is always running from their emotion because of the intensity of it, who they're running from can start to be very hard on themselves and feel like, well, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Why aren't you choosing me? What am I lacking? But that's really not it. And I hate when people blame themselves and don't, really are so stuck in the moment that they can't see things from a different perspective, or at least the way that spirit shows me. Because it's so much easier for us to blame ourselves. I know that we can tend to do that. But what you should know is that you shouldn't. And whoever it was that was running had their reason to. And it's not because of something that you did wrong or something that you didn't do right. It's because of the way that they're so hard on themselves and these past experiences, and maybe they even dealt with infidelity before that makes them very hesitant about being in a connection, settling down. But now there's a shift. Their heart is opening. They're not so afraid anymore. They're learning how to forgive the past, forgive themselves, not feel so small anymore. So the energy is very positive, and certainly there is true love that is here between the two of you. And what you have coming in is success and devotion. A big turnaround in someone's energy of wanting to show another side of themselves and wanting to be taken seriously. All right, I want to look at this Eight of Swords. It's good. It's something that needs to happen. So I know where some of you have been with this person, or at least feeling like you're chasing them or hanging on and waiting for them to give back to you what you've been giving to them. They had to go through their own karmic battles. They had to go through their own cycle. They had to go through their own growth as an individual spiritually. And it's important for you to know that they're coming out of that phase. Whoever was running is not gonna run anymore. That's done. That whole ghosting cycle, running cycle, thank God, that's over. That's over, because there's been, at least coming in for October, a huge relief. You might even find that they open up to you more and talk about why they can become so distant, why they take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. I see into this person's energy, and they have a lot of insecurities because of what they've gone through. Could have been someone cheated on them, but they just have this way of always remembering the negative things that were said to them. It is very unfortunate, but I also see where they're starting to get better at realizing, who they are. It's like baby steps though, but it is all heading towards a place of devotion. Okay, and if you guys saw the chair move, don't be scared. It's just Guy is under the table and he pushed it. All right, I want to look at this couple here. Thank God. Someone's gonna stop fighting it. They're gonna and beautiful, because this 6 of Wands is coming through again. And I know for some of them who kept running, they just almost feel like when they're in a relationship, they lose themselves. They get all their power taken away. They never know what's gonna happen. Maybe they were in a very consuming relationship when they were younger, and it's something that shaped them and scarred them at the same time. Maybe they've been afraid for years to open themselves up to someone, and whenever they feel themselves opening up, they run. It's important for you to know how much they love you. Seeing that Ace of Cups, it's real, it's pure, and that's where it can become very scary, because they know it and it makes them afraid. But they're not going to be afraid any longer. Where they've been just very independent for so long, they're going to make a choice to devote themselves to this connection. They are. It's a beautiful energy that you have coming in, and I'm very happy to see it, because I know where some of you feel like this is your person, they belong to you, and you've waited so long. Doesn't mean that you haven't had other connections come in and out of your life, because you are your own person. You have your own experiences that you need to have as well. But I know deep down some of you have been holding on to the thought of when you can finally come back together with this person, when they would finally realize how they feel, and not be afraid of it. Where they fought against it. For some of you, it's been even a few years, maybe even 6 years. Some of you have been waiting for this person. I can see where they're not going to fight it anymore. And although they still have these insecurities that they're dealing with, they're working on it. So those of you that have been waiting, or maybe someone's been waiting for you. Maybe someone's been waiting for you. You might even decide in the month ahead, you know what, I'm gonna let myself be open to this. I'm not gonna run anymore. I'm not gonna wonder like what else could be. I'm not gonna let my thoughts and worries get the best of me. I'm just gonna give this a chance, because I see two people coming together, giving their all, what they feel is their all. And it's beautiful, because the page is like someone who's like, okay, this is all I can give right now, but it's really the best that I can do. And then their person is in this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is like so super nurturing and caring and loving, and they're just looking at them saying, well, what you're giving to me is everything that I want. Oh, it's so beautiful. You guys have something very, very special. True devotion. No more running, no more fighting it, giving yourselves to each other, really opening your hearts up to one another and the connection. So the devotion that you've been waiting for is coming to you. No more running. All right, you guys, so you have a beautiful reading coming in, and that is for all of my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I love you all so much. Please, when you do comment, you guys, can you let me know what your sign is, who's watching this, because I just want to see like who is here. And that is what I have for you guys for October. You know, so far, of course, I'll be back with you guys in a few days. Thank you for everything. I sent you all much love and light, and I will talk to you soon.